sweaty that girl is.
Oh dear.
Look at that shirt.
Had a good time.
She's just looking for Ollie Sykes.
So where is he?
Yeah, for real.
Hello everyone, I'm here on Straight Reads Line Tour Bus with Blake, singer of Straight Reads Line. How's it going, man? So you guys just played the Babylon with Bring Me the Horizon?
Yep.
And how'd that go?
It was awesome, man. There was a ton of kids, and they really responded well to us, and all in all, we're pretty satisfied with the turnout, for sure.
And so, with the release of The Author, your most recent album,
Yep.
I guess what kind of reception were you going with? Because before that, you guys had done independent releases like your EP,
Yep.
but I guess to capture like your sound and like your style of scream especially, which is kind of like panic, but also like with quite a bit of melody behind it.
A little bit.
Yeah, because a lot of times I find a lot of people you can't really hear what they're screaming, but for some lines like really like, I don't know, catchy lyrics, that sort of thing, you can kind of hear what you're saying. That's always, which is important.
Yeah, that's like always one compliment I really appreciate is like when people say they can actually tell what I'm saying when I'm screaming my lyrics, you know what I mean? So
it's like a fine art itself.
Yeah, it's pretty flattering actually, but no intentions of doing it. That's just the way it comes out. So
that's cool though.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
Yeah, because I find that sometimes like if you have to like flip open the album and go through all the lyrics itself and find everything that way.
Yeah, that's always kind of a task.
Exactly, and to be able to hear it but still have it scream, which is just something unique in itself. So tell me about The Author. For the people at home who don't know about this great album, how would you sell it?
Well, the story behind The Author is it was half written by our guitarist that passed away a couple years ago, and the other half was written by Andrew, who's sitting in the driver's seat right there, and he was our guitarist's best friend, and that was the only way we were going to agree to continue with this band, so we kind of got our shit together, and we went out on a tour, and everything kind of meshed together, and we started writing, and 2 years later we got picked up by Distort and recorded it, and everything's turned out really well, a lot better than we expected, so yeah. It's just been a lot of work, like 2 years worth of work pretty much put into that disc.
Yeah, are they done playing
We were supposed to record it maybe about like 4 or 5 times before we actually settled in with the producer, so you know, now it's actually out, and you know, I suggest somebody goes pick it up.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's something we definitely proud of, because a lot of the time, especially in the Southern Ontario music scene, because the bands are so interconnected, I find, and like have such solid friendships, they kind of base like, okay, we're going to tour with our friends, tour with like guys we get along with, and so everyone has a good time, not only like the audience, who in turn, like seeing you guys have a good time with your buddies and stuff, they have a good time as well. And so how important, I guess, is building solid friendships between bands?
That's very important to us. We're very much people person, like people.
Nice.
And I don't know, we like to, you know, drink and have a good time and such. So, you know, if we form friendship with bands that we're on tour with, it's all the better, you know what I mean? I think there's a lot of bands out there that might think of us as a bit of goofs and stuff like that in terms of partying, but whatever, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. If you're going to be a musician, then like, why take it too seriously?
No, yeah, absolutely. But, you know, whatever. To each their own.
Absolutely. But I think that's so cool, and something with The Author that I found a lot different than music I've heard in similar genres is that the panic towards it and the urgency, but then like the breakdown and like it's so melodic, and there's some parts which are really just sounds so nice, and so
it is a nice mix, isn't it?
Yeah, I do enjoy it.
Sure. Thank you very much, man.
And then we like swish it around in our glasses and
like a fine brandy or such.
Exactly.
Right.
And so I guess for the people who haven't seen you live, how does the album translate to a live show?
It's very similar to the album, but I think there's a lot more intensity to our live show, and I think listening to the album doesn't really give people too much of an idea of what it is to see us live, but you know, a lot of people find themselves enjoying the album, which is very awesome, but I think our live show does us a little more justice than anything, so
because for a lot of bands like in similar genres where the music is very powerful and the band is a live band, like you have to see them live to appreciate it. That's the difficulty of like taking that and capturing the essence of a live show and putting it on a track.
Oh, absolutely.
And so is that kind of why you went through 4 producers and took a while to decide, okay, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it right?
Half and half. Some of the producers that fell through were just because of their own personal schedules and stuff like that and whatnot. and the other two was just kind of us kind of just being like, maybe he wasn't the right person to maybe capture our sound, and then we found ourselves hooking up with Eric Ratz, and he was really a bro, and he came down to our practices and really dug our stuff, and showed 100% interest, and that just kind of gave us confidence and such to, you know, get the move on with it. So yeah.
Like for the next time that you write an album and like the music that you write in the future, with everything that's come from the author and everything that went into it, because from what you said, it was a passionate venture.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so for the next one, do you think that there should be like that passion in it again? Or? Yeah,
absolutely. I think that with the author, like I said, it was half Josh's and half Andrew's and whatever, and it was just it was really important for us to get that album out and whatnot. But I think for this next album, it's going to be kind of a different process, and I think all of us are kind of focused in a different way, and we're not going to really rush it. We're going to really take our time with these songs and see how we progress as a band. But I think it's going to be a weird experience, right? In these next songs, we've been working on one song for probably about like a month, well, almost like 2 months now. So
seriously,
yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thanks so much, man. It was so nice talking to you.
It's a pleasure, man. You too. Take care of yourself.
Absolutely.
Bye, guys.